Cars are out for this afternoon's meeting final here at the pre-79 meeting here at Hednesford Hills for round 11 of the Classic Hot Rod National Series of 2015. Two clean heats has been the entertainment for the Classics so far today, and hopefully we will continue that vein in the final in this sunlit afternoon here at Hednesford, a beautiful autumn day. And 24 Roger Wright up there on pole position has had an excellent afternoon, and within two second places in the first two heats, and hopefully looking to continue in that successful vein is Roger. The man who's won both of those heats, we could see there on the inside of the B grade starters, 271 Jamie Johnson enjoying his afternoon, 31 Steve Gooding alongside him, and 166 Dave Stevens. Dave also in the results in both of those heats, and although he did feel that he's having some brake issues in that second heat. In fact, when he came to have a look at the car, one of the braids had entirely gone and was leaking the brake fluid quite badly, so clear he's had to change that, ready for this final. 222 Shane Taylor out on his own. He had a very close race with Chris Caton in that second heat. Indeed in the first one as well. He's looking to try and get the handling issues as he would like them in the treble 2 car. He's found that the car has performed a little bit too taily this afternoon. His star men, 445 Graham Boyd, 275 Chris Caton has performed extremely well. All he needs to do is actually finish a race, and I'm sure he'll feel delighted. Number 20 Dave Fry, 210 Huey Weaver, Lee Wood 333. And Lee certainly enjoying his afternoon, always electing the outside line if he can get the power on, and he's explaining to me in the pits before how when you're racing on the outside, those split second decisions to think, am I going to be able to make this? Is there the room? Can I have time before those behind me either close the gap or follow me through? But Lee is one of those experiments of the outside line, and he is a delight to follow. That's our national champion. Number 8, Darren Owen. Certainly having more luck than his younger brother Dave, whose car is on the trailer. 144 Tim Foxlow. Low in the placings today in his cross-flow engine, but he's managed to kind of like enjoy his afternoon anyway. 198 Andy Donut Stewart. Would you believe he refused the donut in the pits earlier? And 58 Steve Lumley, getting some good track time in. 35 Dave Cushion in that beautiful black and gold machine. And we're on the warm-up lap, the 2 installation laps before we get racing underway properly. So Roger Wright bringing them round again. Will be taking his pole position start in car 24. And the rest of the field lining up accordingly. Jamie, having been told by the meeting steward to take his place further back on the grid to make his challenge in the final a little bit tougher. So he's being brought back to the A grade position to line up alongside Shane Taylor. And the rest of the field behind with Boyd and Caton and Fry. So we'll move back now to the starting marshal. To confirm there, unless you haven't already heard, Dave Goddard confirming that this race will be over 25 racing laps. Getting ready. And it's green. Off we go. And Roger Wright drops the hammer there, and we go into racing for the first lap. Johnson. Battle for second between 166 Steve Stevens and 31 Steve Gooding. They're enjoying quite a healthy lead at the moment as Roger Wright in 24. The 24 from 166, 31 and then 271. Treble 2 Shane Taylor in 5th place. 445 Graham Boyd having a good start with 275 Chris Caton from the high grade. And look at Huey Weaver looking for the outside line on Dave Fry. Two Mark Ones together as they fly round the West Bend. East Bend, I should say. With number 8 Darren Owen in close attendance. Then comes 198 Andy Donut Stewart and 144 Tim Foxlow. Surprisingly ahead of Lee Wood at the moment. Lee's had a bad start with his own high standards. And we move ahead again as Dave Fry gets past Shane Taylor. There's a three-way fight as they move on to the first turn. Huey lost some time there as 198 Andy Stewart got past. And all the while, the higher graded drivers are closing in on those front runners. 271 Jamie Johnson is there. But we look for the leader, and there he is, Roger Wright in 24, leading. There's the gap. 271 Jamie Johnson, then 166 Dave Stevens. And the battle right behind with 445 Graham Boyd leading the charge. Chris Caton going on the outside line, and they all begin to pass 31 Steve Gooding. Number 20 Dave Fry is bumped by Gooding in the 31 car. Still to get past is Lee Wood, Huey Weaver, and in fact Tim Foxlow has lost a few places. He finds 58 Steve Lumley right behind him. Caton still following through ahead of 445 Graham Boyd. Number 8 Darren Owen putting in a challenge now. And then comes 198 Andy Donut Stewart, who hasn't felt entirely satisfied with the speed out of his Pinto engine today. He believes that he's driving that car with the family in tow. Again, Roger Wright, car 24, 271 Jamie Johnson, second place, 445 Graham Boyd is third, and then comes 275 Chris Caton in fourth, just ahead of a power sliding number 8 Darren Owen and 198 Andy Donut Stewart. So Stewart is in there and in contention, and could quite possibly pose quite a threat in this longer lapped race. Looking to try and get on the inside line of Daz Owen now. Chris Caton keeping that car together. Oh, getting a little bit tail happy there as he moved into the home straight. So those high graded drivers begin to threaten 275 and 445. Very close battle. There's Jamie Johnson in that second place. A huge lead by Roger Wright though in car 24. And we have to ask ourselves, was he pacing himself in the heats to suffer fools gladly and try and make this big break in the final? So Roger is still all out on his own. There's Jamie in second place trying to close him down. 445 Graham Boyd in third. Still ahead of 275 Chris Caton fourth. 198 Andy Donut Stewart in fifth place. Darren Owen has lost some places as Huey Weaver and Lee Wood battle on pie. Then comes 20 Dave Fry and 144 Tim Foxlow. There's a big gap there, that's where the big battle is. himself. So that's the lead battle, and this is the battle for third, with the 6 drivers in contention in this classic hot rod final. Lee Wood giving a good account of himself against Huey Weaver, and Darren Owen electing on the outside. A great challenge by the man from the local area here at Hednesford. Great to see these drivers going neck and neck. And the checkered flag drops with 24 Roger Wright, the winner of the final, ahead of 271 Jamie Johnson, and the third place man being, by the look of it, 198 Andy Stewart. We will confirm those places for you, but it looks like at the end Graham Boyd might have lost a few places there, but no doubt about the first two. And Roger Wright making good his account and his pole position start. Well, time for some donuts to demonstrate there. If anybody's ever going to do donuts well, it's always Andy Stewart. Jamie Johnson doing his as well. Just look at Andy. Well, we can't see Andy Stewart because he's done that many. Donut doing what he's famous for. I don't think Andy's going to be satisfied until he blows those tyres entirely. Well, there you go. Andy Stewart doing the best he can to entertain the crowd and getting a good round of applause. So Andy explaining the reason why he's the Donut King, and the top 3 confirmed. It's good to see that Graham Boyd was there. So 24 Roger Wright, 271 Jamie Johnson, and 445 Graham Boyd. Top 3 for this afternoon's final.